Hi guys, Silva with Stamford, Connecticut. Hello. Day 2 of the challenge, and I wanted to talk about mindset from the perspective of control. Would you like to have control over what happens to you and with you during your day, or you are fine leaving it to others to determine how life will happen to you and how you will feel about it? Have you asked yourself this question? I've been listening about it lately. Hi Ariella, thank you so much for bringing this challenge to us. I'm literally forcing myself to participate, and it makes me think a lot, it makes me read a lot, it makes me come out of my comfort zone, although I'm getting more and more comfortable talking in front of people, but going live is a little bit different, especially on a day like this one today. So, to have control over your day, you need to be in the right state of mind and emotions. We have read about so many examples of people who hit the lottery and then a year later they're back to zero and even below. So I also always think about one of the sessions that Wesley shared with us, and he was saying, it was in the very beginning when I started listening to him, and he was saying, so when you become a millionaire, you need to know what to do with your time, right? And he was saying it in such a humble way. And I was like, I never thought about this really. I kept, of course, reading and thinking more and more about it. And recently, as a matter of fact, I was given a good analogy. Like, for example, guys, hold your hand like that in a muscle. Do it like that if you're watching, all right? Do it like that, okay? So just do it. And now hold it like this for a day. All right? And then for a week. Just hold it like this for a week. So where I'm heading with this, it sounds insane, right? Actually, this is what is needed to achieve with the strongest muscle of our body, the brain. It is an amazing feeling when you achieve a goal. Can you think about something that you achieved? Just like close your eyes for a moment and think about it for a moment. Anything that you actually took real pride and pleasure of achieving, and now write it down. How long did you feel this fulfillment for this achievement to last? A minute? A day? I'm not reinventing the wheel. I'm trying to put a few pieces of information together so that we can look at things from a different perspective, because we all know that in order for us to achieve our goals, we need to start thinking differently. We need to make any changes and adjustments, because unless you are a millionaire already, then apparently you know what you're doing, and then I'm not talking to you. I have to listen to you. So it is an amazing feeling when you actually achieve a goal. And can you think about something that you achieved and really write it down? So have you ever thought of signing up for a 10-day silent retreat? I mean, sometimes there are so many thoughts racing here and sometimes we just get overwhelmed, and it feels like we're constantly fighting to get better, to know more. But at some point we just forget about slowing down the pace and thinking and give this a moment of break. So I'm actually really considering signing up for a 10-day silent retreat. And I wonder also, I've been thinking about Richard Gere today, and I looked up his history of living with the monks and how he dedicated years to studying Buddhism. It is all about personal growth and strength. So if you think about it, I mean, Richard Gere, right? He's the whole package. He has everything that he really wants to have. And if you go online and listen to what he has to share about his experience and what made him go and talk to the monks and study, and it's all the same, guys. It's the desire to grow better, to reach higher. It is about how high do you aim and reach, and also why. And also why. What do you do when they told you one of your best friends just left to be with the angels? Which actually just happened to me today. So what do you do when they told you that you are now to list $1 million house? You get ecstatic, right? So in one situation, you actually literally die physically, mentally, emotionally, and you cannot recoup. And with the other situation, it's the other end of the scale of emotions. You're like ecstatic. You're like, oh my God, what do I do now? You know, in either cases, you're out of balance. In either of the two cases, you are just absolutely out of balance. You are not prepared to handle. So this is one of the reasons that we meditate, as a matter of fact, because I mean, we need to declutter. We need to put some kind of order here. We need to learn how to control our emotions and our state of mind. So what else I wanted to share with you? Oh, what do you do when you see the car of your dreams in your glass door garage on the 48th floor of your highly escorted building? What are the thoughts that you have about it? And what do you feel about it? What kind of emotions does this trigger? And then you realize that the question is actually, how do you feel about it? It's not what do you do about it. It's like, how do you feel about it? How does it make you feel when you think about certain thought? It's all about your feelings, which trigger emotions, which trigger thoughts, and from there, the actions. So are you going to give up or keep fighting? I mean, something breaks, something's not working. Are you going to give up or you're going to keep fighting? Become creative, think of solutions. And speaking of creativity, I would like to thank again Georgette and also to thank Wesley for this idea about using thumbnails. And I actually, guys, I went and I revamped my entire YouTube channel. I put up the right thumbnails, and I took so much pleasure in doing it. I spent about an hour creating, thinking, putting things together. One leads to another, but you have to have the desire. You have to have the desire. So what else? When you so let's say, what happen, how do you handle the situation when, let's say, one day you meet the love of your life, and you get this ring that they put on your finger, and then a year later you can't even stand them anymore. Again, another situation of going out of balance. So apparently your thoughts were not aligned with the right situations, and you actually achieved something that was obviously false. But how do you achieve something that actually is going to be true? That's the question. And how would you like to live your life? In pain, in misery, in anger, in constant suffer and struggle? Or you would like to become the best version of yourself? How do you feel when you feel lonely and abandoned? And how do you feel when something amazing happens to you? All these questions, guys, that I'm asking myself every day, and I have friends asking themselves every day. The key is when it does happen to be in this state of mind, which will help you keep it and enjoy it and appreciate it and make it grow, and only then you can really begin helping others and feel fulfilled and happy. Otherwise, you're going to be going in circles and you're going to be throwing your energy out completely out of control and not reaching the goal that you have for yourself. And guys, can you define happiness? Can you write it down? 7 things which, if happen to you, you will feel like you are in heaven. Had this happened to you like at least once? I'm asking of you to write down 7 things for yourself. Write it in a letter to yourself. And what does it mean really to be happy? I mean, if you would like, you can drop a line, share with me your thoughts. I'm curious to know of your answers. And what would you do if you have $1 million in your bank account tomorrow? Another question. What do you like about yourself the most? Can you write down 7 things about yourself that you love and you're grateful for? And I'm all up for Georgette's challenge. Have you followed her about writing down 10 things every day that you're grateful for? I mean, I'm asking for 7. If you'd like, you can write 10. But it has to be consistent and it has to be every day. And one more question for you and I'll wrap it up. Will you let life happen to you? Or you will appreciate the opportunity of life happening for you? So thank you so much. I look forward to tomorrow and see what experience we're going to live together tomorrow. Much love from me, and have a good evening now. Bye.